good? What's good? What's good? We are eating strawberry honey bun wrap snacks. They are in our store below. We gotcha. Huh? Bitch can't do it like me. Bitch can't do it like me. Woke up and I'm still in league. I hope. Oh yeah. Okay. So foodies, let's get in here. Let's get in here. We're gonna link these below in our store. These are called the wrap snacks. They're huge. Look at the size of my head.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings.
Strawberry. Oh, come on. And these are honey buns. A strawberry honey bun. There we go. Ooh. Somebody better get it, cause you out here looking fine. Better pop your stuff because I'm out here popping mine. Cause the Don Julio gon' do that stuff every time. Dude lose me, you know that dude out his mind. Just wasting time. Wanna hear no time, cause I say nothing when I was out here fucking mine. Outside sun and I'ma shine all summer. Badass, another wonder. Real fine, shake around it. Okay, have you guys tried these honey buns? Bottle after bottle after bottle in this. Okay, I'm gonna make a chat in the live chat quick. Bad yellow chick look like a lot of winners. Sugi, the gifter that last night. A gifter from last night timed out 13 people. No. We're about to dig right into these honey buns. Check. Hottie round is all hot. Cause I'll be like it. Okay. Okay, I gotta ask the chat a question. Bottle after bottle after bottle, you're thirsty. Bottle after bottle after bottle in the That bottle in the bad yellow chicks look like a lot of winners. It's Magic Girl.
Yeah, I have a reservation. It's on a million. Wait. Heather? Yeah. It's me, Iggy. Iggy. Azalea. I haven't seen this since high school. High school, you're going to the reunion? I didn't get an invitation. But I'm sure Cash would tell me if she got one. Cash.
Okay, guys. Do I know Stray Kids? Yes, they say I look like Felix from Stray Kids. Everybody says I look like Felix from Stray Kids.
Our high school reunion is tonight. Why would you want to go to a goddamn reunion?
We are going to get a drink from Jimmy John's quick. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm so thirsty. We gotta get a drink from this Jimmy John's before we are unalived. Hi, I am on live stream and I am really thirsty. I did. Do you have anything bottled? I have to ask the chat. What should I get, guys? Can I play Katy Perry? Okay. The chat wants me to get Sprite. She said that's okay, guys. Sprite. Thank you. I'm a celebrity. Thank you. This was the most expensive Sprite of my life. This was $3. This was $3. I can't believe I spent $3 on this, guys. Please send a gift in the chat. We need gifts because this was $3. Okay, play Woman's World. Okay, I really did not like that Katy Perry song, though. I really didn't. We need to start a gift goal in the chat, foodies. I am so hungry. Okay. Okay, when we get our first super chat, we will do 10 push-ups. Name a supercar for an edit. Katy Perry is a supercar. Okay, how do I open this? Hi, AJ, what's up? You said you were gonna DM me on Instagram, you fake. Okay, we're just gonna take a... Yeah. Messing it up. I do allow messages. Messing it up. We finna eat a rap snack. Mess it up, sis. My settings did not disable it. You be playing with me, AJ. You be thinking I'm crazy. Mess it up. Okay, we're gonna take this out of the package. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. You made 280 yesterday? I don't know. Oh my god. Thank you for the... Oh my god. Thank you for the 7 gifts. Sia McCurry. Thank you for 7 gifts. You're so skinny. What are we eating? A strawberry honey bun.
Can I help you? Hey, do you have like a businesswoman discount? Come again? You know how like people have discounts for like elders, better.
I'm not doing anything disgusting.
We're successful businesswomen, and we were wondering if you have a businesswoman discount.
Please like or dislike our video. We have a hangry viewer in the chat. Welcome back, Juan. Please like or dislike our video. Please like or dislike our video.
We're runners just like you.
Mm,
We understand the dedication it takes to rise before the sun.
mhm.
Our experts are trained to share their knowledge and help you push limits. Whatever your goals may be, we'll find your perfect fit from training to race day.
Mhm.
The road ahead is calling. Let's run together.
I really remember you. Welcome back to the show. I love you so much for watching. Hey, CM Curry, would you like to be a moderator? CM Curry, would you like to be a moderator? Thank you for the gift, CM Curry. Who's going to be our first super chat of the day? Mm. I'll play this song by Katy Perry. This is the second single on the same album. Does somebody want me to play Woman's World, which is the first single on this same album? I'm his boss. I'm that chick. Mhm. 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 Uh, uh. Whoever sends us our first super chat will become lead moderator for the week. Whoever sends us our first super chat will become lead moderator for the week. Don't even try. Don't you try. Don't waste your time. I'm what he likes. What he likes. I'm his queen. I'm his freak. I'm every woman he wants and needs. I'm his dream. I'm his drug. I'm every woman he wants. So what? I'm his boss. I'm that chick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's mine. La, da, la, 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 he's mine. Can I play Roar by Katy Perry? I don't like Roar. And I also don't like the song Wide Awake. Those are like my three icks by Katy Perry. Uh, don't even, don't you try. Miss Melody says, I ate. Thank you. I likes what he likes. I'm his dream. I'm his dream. I'm every woman he wants. Please like or dislike this video and share this video with your friends and family. Put a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying yourself. Put a 2 in the chat if you are not enjoying yourself. Please put a 1 in the chat if you are enjoying yourself. Please put a 2 in the chat if you are not enjoying yourself. Please subscribe to our second channel, Sugi's Chocolate Factory. And please leave a super chat, guys. Who's going to be our first super chat of the channel? Who's going to be our first super chat of the show? I'm seeing ones. You guys are enjoying this. Put a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying this. Put a 2 in the chat if you are not enjoying this.
And select a device from the available device menu. After that, just follow the on-screen instructions on both your device.
This is so delicious. This is so delicious to me. This is so delicious to me, guys. Please hit that like button. Is it true you fainted? Yes, it is true that I fainted, pup fam. It is on our shower routine. Check out our shower routine, foodies.
Today, let's talk about big dogs.
It is so true. It is true. I fainted. I fainted. It was really scary because the camera could have fallen. Well, Pup Fam says, I saw you faint, but I left. JJ says, eat some cat. JJ, that is not what we do here. We do not eat animals. We are vegan. I'm kidding. Please play hot and cold. Okay, you're on a Katy Perry kick. I really am. I just can't do. I can't stick to one artist. I can't stick to one artist unless it's Nicki Minaj. Ew, lick your lips. Okay. Okay. These dudes were just staring at me. Why do you guys have me out here looking crazy? Hey guys, who's gonna be our first super chat of the channel? How long is my tongue? Are you guys enjoying yourselves? Is this super fun? The big bar mitzvah. Okay, foodies, are you enjoying yourselves? You are so attractive. Thank you, Alicia Phillips in 9Y. Alicia Phillips in 9Y says that I am very attractive. That is very kind of you. Please leave a gift or a super chat for our show. It really does help support us. It's not fun unless you say, hello, Layla. Hey, Layla. Woo! Now we're having fun. I'm not weird, guys. I'm just a human. I'm just a guy. Thank you for the horts, foodies. Thank you for the horts. Stop saying ew. Stop saying ew, guys. Stop saying that to me. Stop saying that to me. Can I play Gnarly? Absolutely. Gnarly. Gnarly. I'm thinking about you. Gnarly. 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 Please, guys, please stop saying ew. Please stop saying that. I'm playing Gnarly for you guys, so please be nice to me. Gnarly. Gnarly. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. Everything is gnarly. 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 Hottie, hottie, like a bag of Takis. I'm the stuff. I'm the stuff. Avi, Avi. I'm the stuff. I'm the stuff. Gnarly. I'm the stuff. I'm the things. Gnarly. I'm those things. I'm those things. Gnarly. I should be your school teacher. Gnarly. Everybody is a gnarly. Gnarly. Everything is gnarly. Hottie, hottie, like a bag of Takis. I'm the stuff. I'm the stuff. Avi, Avi, trying to stop me. I'm the stuff. I'm the stuff. Gnarly. I'm the stuff. I'm the stuff. Gnarly. I'm the stuff. I'm the stuff. Man's two front teeth has a bigger gap than the radius of planet Earth. My gap is not bigger than the radius of the planet Earth. Please don't say that about me. That's not very nice. And that hurts me when you say it. Big, big gap. Big gap. Big gap. Big gap. Big gap. Big gap. Big, big gap. Big gap. Yep. Yep, I do. I bend over and I do my little stretch. Yup. I blow bubbles so big like Mrs. Puff. Yup. 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 Big gap. Big gap. Big, big gap. Big gap. SpongeBob, big gap. Pants okay. SpongeBob, big gap. Pants okay. Can I play Gabriella? Okay. I love Gabriella. Wait. No, I like Game Boy. I don't like Gabriella. I'll meet you in the middle and I'll play Gabriella. I'll play Game Boy. You guys, this is how I give back to my community. We need to do it in the middle of the street. No, they're watching. I'm scared. I hate being watched. SpongeBob, big gap. Yep, big gap, big gap. Big things about to happen today. SpongeBob, big gap, pants okay. Please hit that like button, foodies. Can I play duet? What's duet? I can play um I can play the drums. I can play the drums. No, but I'm gonna play Game Boy. Cause I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about you. I think that's that song. I liked that song last summer. Ooh, I love this song. I shouldn't even say last summer. This song came out after summer. The love drama. This is the song of the summer. Mm-hmm. Calling. Mm-hmm. You keep on pushing my buttons, you do. Yeah, it's true. I'm somebody you don't wanna lose. Should I dance in front of this man? I'm trying. I'm thinking about you. I'm trying. I'm thinking about you. Ooh, yeah, it's a- I'm trying. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm trying. I'm thinking about you. Ooh. Oh, no. You keep on pushing my buttons. Ooh, ooh, why do you don't wanna lose? Ooh, 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 I'm thinking about you, thinking about you. Always, I should be I'm thinking about you. Ooh. I feel like I should cross the street right now. Where is this place? This is heaven. I should go with it. Foodies, leave a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying yourself. Leave a 2 in the chat if you hate this. I'm serious. Leave a 1 in the chat if you love this. Leave a 2 in the chat if you hate this. Don't hurt my feelings. I'm thinking about the ones when it's night in Bangladesh. Hey, nobody asked. If I asked you what time, did I ask you what time it is in Bangladesh? Did I ask you what time it is in Bangladesh? That's very disrespectful. This place is Sugi's land. Get hands up, Gabriella. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella. No, I do not like Gabriella, guys. They keep asking me to play Gabriante, Gabriella, and I am's not finna do it. Fine, I'm gonna play it. I'm begging you. Ra, ra. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella, la, la. Okay, guys, I want to see some hearts in the chat. I want to see this video shared. Let's get those shares up, guys. Hands up, Gabriante. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella, la, 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 la. L, L, la, la, la. L, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Hands up. Hey foodies, who's gonna be our first Cash App? Our Cash App is $ChocolateSugi. Gabriante, hands up, Gabrielle, la la la. Hands up, Gabriante. It's 1:41 a.m. here. We did not ask what time it is in Bangladesh, guys. Please stop telling us what time it is. It's very disrespectful. Please stop telling us what time it is. We didn't ask, just Muslu. We don't want to know. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet and so cute and so skinny. I'm begging you, don't tell me what time it is in Bangladesh. I had to throw away my Sprite because of racism. Oops. I mean um because of because of Patsy. Sorry. My gosh, that just slipped out of my mind. Can you play Go Away, please, 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 please? I cannot play Go Away, please, 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 because I don't know what Go Away, please, 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 please is. So I can't play it. Torch by Katsy? I've never heard Torch. I'm scared, guys. Leave a 1 in the chat if I should play Torch by Katsy. By Cat's Eye. Leave a 2 in the chat if I should not play Torch by Cat's Eye. Pizza, pizza. I'm seeing ones. Hit that like button. So do it again, like you did when we were together. We were together. Please just touch my leg, more like you used to do. Oh, the little things you do. Oh, that driving me crazy. Oh, yeah. The little things you do, that's driving me wild, so wild. I just said, oh, 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 did it again. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. That's very skinny of you. Yep, because you know what I didn't even know? I didn't even notice. Oh, the punches that you rolled with. Don't be sassy about it. Okay. Is this non-sassy enough for you? You want something, still touches you. Tell me what must I do? It's lucky I could at reading. I want it fucking money won't stop chasing. And weekend days stop day. Baby, I don't know you. You've been moving on. How did you hide alone? Why didn't you say so? Do I know who Sabrina Carpenter is? No, I'm a black man. What do I look like listening to Sabrina Carpenter? Who is that? I'm joking, by the way. I know who Sabrina Carpenter is. She's a queen. Uh-huh. You got to keep me focused. You want it safe, so let me check my chest and my breath right quick. You never even been impressed like this. Probably why I got in crying on a set like it, love it, need it, bad, take it, own it, see it, bad. Where's that playing? Grab mine. Hey guys, let's get our guests up. Let's get our guests up. Oh my goodness, you said you're awesome, man. Thank you so much. You got to keep it focused. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right there. Mm-hmm. Yep. I let you have it, why don't you say so? Didn't even know it. Why don't you stop to you got to keep it focused. You wanna say so? Wait, I want to play that one song by Sabrina Carpenter where she's like, da 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 da. You know that song I'm talking about? I really liked it. It's like I'm gonna have to find it. I just listened to it like within this month. I listened to it in the last couple of weeks. It's called Express? It better be. No, it's not Espresso. No blackout dates. Because Hotels.com is exactly what it sounds like. Hotels.com. It's all in the name.
This battle begins right now.
Is it called Tears? This is the song. This is the song. Yeah, she did it. She did her little thing right there. For now, all I'm seeing is red. Yeah, I might want you dead. Get the drop on your head. I care too much. I can't let go. So I'ma keep it pushing. We can cut these hearts. Should let these pictures prove. They keep putting up with you. Yeah, if they only knew the things I could do to you. Yeah, if they only knew. If I knew what they wanted, they don't chase me. Get it from the base. Ain't nobody else don't touch me. I don't want no fuck you. I don't want no doubt. Should let these chickens prove they keep putting up with you. Yeah, they only knew. Yeah, they knew you. Yeah, they only knew. Hey, I'm just the sticky. Wow, wow, it's so bad. It's always my ass. Go touch the grass, cause you can stay mad. Young, sweet as you, so exactly. No validation, even no, not even. Can't keep putting up with you. Yeah, they only knew. The things I can do, I let these chicks do. Yeah, they only knew. La 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 la, la 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 la. Yeah, I need a pap smear, cause you are always nothing no balance. Even though not even from my pappy. Play Man Child. I don't like that song. Stop asking, Savannah. I've asked 733 times. I love you, Savannah, but I do not love Man Child. Sabrina Carpenter does have her little. She has her little. She has her little bops or whatnot. She has her little bops, but I'm not about to sit down and listen to her for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Double tap that screen, like and share, subscribe. Hey Brazzy, what's up? We just got finished eating a strawberry honey bun and foodies. Good news, our first live stream is really kicking off. So we did a strawberry honey bun mukbang, and ever since we went live, it's gotten another like 1,000 or so views. It's our first live stream that's kicked off since we went live. It's pretty exciting. So thank you. It's really exciting, isn't it? It's quite exciting. It's the first, but not the last. Have you ever seen something that you saw as a kid and then you're looking at it now and you're just like, wow, how interesting, how melancholy, good memories. Like I'm looking at this African American museum and I remember going there as a kid and I'm just like, wow, look at that. I just Really did just stumble across it. So irresponsible. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What's up, Isla? Can I have mod? Someone was being mean to me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But we actually are not looking for moderators right now, unless you are sending super chats or gifts, Foodie, or unless you would like to join our membership for $2.99, or we have a membership for $3.99. We do. Thank you for pronouncing my name. Yes. You know what? Funny that you thanked me for it, because I was very proud of myself for knowing how to pronounce your name. The reason being is, whenever anybody asks me, everybody on the chat, they're always like, "What's your favorite movie?" I always have to tell them, "Confessions of a Shopaholic." The lead actress's name is Isla Fisher. I think she's even English. You are subscribed. Thank you. Hey, Liv, what's up? How you is? How is you be?
Accurate hits. I'll admit that. So she finally unveiled, and I told y'all she was pregnant. The wife. I'm gonna be.
Wondering how I got here? Well, when you get a taste for something different, you ain't even gotta impress me.
Okay, we're really close to our goal. I love your content. Also, you and a skateboard or shooter. What do you mean? Oh, am I on a skateboard or scooter? No, but I usually am on a skateboard, just not on live. I usually longboard. But you only call me when you're alone. And every time I take you back, I'm not afraid. The whole fact that you're gonna leave away from home. And now the enemy, you're mad, like what's the point of coming back? I'm no bad inside. I want something to make it last. Oh, tattoos and you make me smile when left feet. Want me on the lap, want me in the backseat. Back truck on to the sweet thing. Oh, I'ma make it better. Make well, you know. Foodies, please like or dislike our show. Please like or dislike. But you only call me when you're alone. And every time I take you back, I'm not afraid of the whole fact that you'll go leave away from home. You're not ending me, you're not like what's the point of coming back? I'm down bad inside. I want something to make it right. Oh, tattoos. How is you? How you is? Hey, foodies, have you commented on our newest upload? 10 toes on your chest. You spin me away. You run away, yours me. You feel like you told me no. You know what I could yeah, yeah, just like me, okay. I'm tasting for life, say I've been trying to do my best. It's yeah, just like when I realized I'm tasting like you. I can't get off sincerity in my diamond low, in my diamond low, in my diamond low. I wanna be on my phone. I really gotta be on my phone. I really gotta be on my phone. Okay, guys, we have to study moving to, what are we doing? We're studying moving to Tampa, Florida, or Texas. Whoopsies. We are studying how we can move.
Perfect day starts with Naomi Pinot Noir.
You had to sit in a video to say, oh my God, I love my, like, he helped.
We're gonna look up the pros and
What are
cons
the good and bad things about Austin,
of living in
Texas?
Austin,
This is such a
Texas.
common question that we get from clients that I decided to make a pros and cons video.
Right now we're in Minneapolis.
Anybody who's thinking about possibly moving here to Austin or to the greater surrounding areas of Austin. So if you're thinking about moving to Austin, Texas, this is surely a video you do not want to miss. Now please make sure you stick around to the end because some of the cons, they may not surprise you, but they may end up costing you if you don't know what they are. Hey, welcome to Austin Homes for Sale. My name is Joseph Gonzalez, a real estate agent serving the Austin and greater Austin areas. And what we're doing here is trying to share as much information as we can about the Austin real estate market that other agents aren't sharing. The other thing that we do is we do a lot of home tours of homes that you may be possibly interested in purchasing or just seeing if you like looking at home tours. So make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe if that's something you're into. All right, so let's dig into the real pros and cons of America's 10th largest city, Austin, Texas. I think the best thing we can do is start with the cons, and the first thing that we're going to discuss is traffic. Just like any other city, Austin has its fair share of traffic, especially because...
Hey guys, who's from Austin, Texas in the chat? Who can help us with our moving goal? Our goal is to move to Texas or Florida.
I think everybody should understand and know about, and you'll learn a little bit more about that here in a bit. However, we have several major highways.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, my family? What's up, Fishing Master?
130. Now, 130 is a toll road that is on the east side of Austin. And
what's up, moderators? Can we get our email in the chat? Can we get our Cash App in the chat?
To Bastrop, all the way up to I-10 in San Antonio area. And the great thing about that is you pay a toll and you go up to, I believe, 85 miles per hour. Don't quote me on that. I am not a law officer or a police officer. Just make sure you follow the speed limit signs. But a lot of people use it to go faster and get places faster. Next up, we'll have Loop 1. And Loop 1 basically winds through the north part of Austin, and it eventually connects to the 130 highway and allows you to just get to places a little bit faster than taking other roads that you may have to take, smaller roads that you would have to take in order to get to these places. And the next highway I want to talk about is SH45. It has a north section and it has a south section. Essentially what that does is it cuts through the north side and it cuts through the south side to get you places faster. One stretch is about 10 miles and the other stretch is about 7.5 miles. And we saved the best for last, which is IH35. As much as it connects Austin to all these other cities like Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, if you are in and on 35 during peak traffic hours, call it rush hour, you will be sitting bumper to bumper. So you just have to know that if you're planning on moving here, if IH35 is your main source of getting to places within and around Austin, just know that bumper to bumper at 5 o'clock the first thing in the morning is something that you will have to deal with. Now, for those of you who are moving to Austin that may be doing a lot of driving, one thing to consider is there are park and rides, and there is a metro rail that runs, I believe, from the north side of Austin to the central downtown part of Austin. But I think the park and rides are a great place to be able to go park your car, get into basically a shared ride, if you will, and get to downtown. It makes your commute
Cool. Thank you so much for the gift. Buddy, would you like to be a moderator in our show?
Now, the other thing that I think I didn't mention was,
would you like to be a moderator in our show? Let me know, Cool21.
Like other places, like Houston has a ton of traffic and some really large highways. Austin doesn't have a lot of big, like multi 7, 8, 9 lane highways. However, I think it is underdeveloped for the amount of people that are moving here. And so just keep that in mind if you're coming to visit. That's something that we can discuss and make sure that you know more about. Now, number 2 on our list is taxes. As I say, has a ton of traffic and a lot of driving. One thing to consider is there are park and rides, and there is a metro.
We're gonna start a gift goal.
I believe from the north side of
Hey
Austin
guys, what's up? Welcome back to the show.
Downtown part of Austin, but I think the park and rides are a great place to be able to go park your car, get into basically a shared.
Yes, I'm in America. I'm up north near Chicago, like Minneapolis area.
These highways that I just discussed do help with the commute, so that's something to keep
Where are
in
you
mind.
guys located?
Now, the other thing that I think I didn't mention.
Foodies, please hype our newest video. Who's gonna be our first super chat, guys? We do have a super chat goal in chat. We do have a super chat goal. 1 super chat, and we got 10 push-ups to do for you. Yes, please hype up our newest video. Please press the hype button on our newest video. What am I doing? We are studying how to move to Texas or Florida. Gotta learn somehow, you know? And today's the day.
Austin to the central downtown part.
You're studying with me. Please like or dislike this video. I forgot to put on sunscreen. I want to be transparent with you.
Basically a shared.
And there's a high UV.
Get to downtown. It makes your commute just a lot easier. Now, these highways that I just discussed do help with the commute, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, the other thing that I think I didn't mention was, although we do have our fair share of traffic, it is not like other places. Like Houston has a ton of traffic and some really large highways. Austin doesn't have a lot of big, like multi 7, 8, 9 lane highways. However, I think it is underdeveloped for the amount of people that are moving here. And so just keep that in mind if you're coming to visit. That's something that we can discuss and make sure that you know more about. Now, number 2 on our list is taxes. As I say, the only things guaranteed in life are death and taxes. And we need to make sure we discuss the taxes here in Texas and specifically in Austin. Now, while it's true and it's great that we don't have an income tax, there is a sales tax, and that sales tax is slightly higher than most places at 8.25%. The other tax that you're going to want to consider is
Thank you, foodies, for liking this video. Thanks for the likes, guys.
Is also higher. Yes, we get rid of the income tax, but we have a property tax. months. Now, the property tax can range from under 2% all the way up to 4% and above. Now, keep in mind that there are a lot of new homes being built here in Austin as compared to other states that may not have as many new homes being built.
We're also
which means
applying
the
for
roads
jobs.
and everything else that goes with these new homes does have to be paid for, including the schools. So something to consider when it comes to property taxes and property is a multi-million-dollar home in California could be a starter home here in Texas, meaning that the same size home that you would get in California, you could probably get a much larger home for a lot less and also get a lot more yard as well. Now, before we get to number 3 and number 4, I'd like to ask a favor. If you could, if you're enjoying this video, give it a like, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to see our home tours and more informational videos if you're considering moving to Austin. With that being said, let's jump back into the video. All right, so next up we have weather and flooding. Now, personally, I would probably take a really hot day over a snowy, super cold, rainy day almost any day of the week, but not everybody loves Austin's hot summers. And now, the great thing whenever it comes to weather is because we're so central, we do skip out on a lot of the other cities, natural disasters that they may run into, where you've got like Houston that is going to have hurricanes. You've got Dallas that's probably going to get a lot of hail for whatever reason. Further parts of North Texas that will get tornadoes.
Hey Gemma,
So
welcome back
being
to the
central,
show.
we
Gemma, have you
really
subscribed to our
do
second
insulate
channel,
ourselves,
Sugi's
I guess
Chocolate
the state
Factory?
of Texas and Austin specifically insulates itself from a lot of natural disasters.
Let me know when you
Now,
subscribe
Austin
to our
is a very
second
when it comes to
channel,
weather.
Sugi's Chocolate
There are
Factory,
some
please.
rural areas and some
Thank you
small
for liking
segments
or
in the
disliking
creeks
this
that
video,
will
guys.
flood whenever we do get a lot of rain. But in order to combat that, if you're moving here, one thing I would do is just to check to see with real estate agents or title to see if the home that you're considering purchasing is in a floodplain. And so go ahead and purchase flood insurance. Hopefully it's not. And the other thing that I want you to think about is also having like a home kit to be prepared. So if there's any flooding or anything that happens,
Make sure you're reapplying your
for that. All right,
sunscreen.
so
I did
next up,
not
whenever it comes
bring
to
my
homes is construction.
sunscreen,
Look, any
and
major
nor did I
city
apply
that
any
is
today.
growing
Honestly,
and
because I thought the
continuing
UV would be
to,
low.
add people to the city, hundreds of people to the city every single day, there's going to be construction. There's going to be road construction. There's going to be new builds. There's going to be new malls. All these things that are happening all the time.
I could have
right?
just looked on my
Now,
phone.
age 35,
What's up, Blitz
understand
Gaming?
Highway
Welcome back to the
35.
show, Foodie.
I
Our
don't know,
moderators are in the
always seems
house.
to be under construction for some reason. All right,
Can we
now
get
we're
our
going to
email in the
something
chat,
that might
moderators?
shock you, but it's cost of living. Now, before you start jumping in the comments and going crazy on me, the thing that I want you to think about is Austin proper, yes, is expensive, but if you start getting outside of Austin to the other cities like Taylor, Hutto, Kyle, Buda, Georgetown, Round Rock, these areas like Leander, your cost of living actually goes down, and especially compared to other cities that we're talking about that are metropolitan areas in places like California or New York. In general, I think that Austin's cost of living is far lower than other cities like San Francisco, LA, Manhattan, and these type of places that people are trying to flock to, or nowadays are leaving in order to come to Austin. So that's something to think about. You will have a lower cost of living in Austin compared to those places. Now, when it comes to Texas, Austin will be one of the more expensive places to live, but again, you're insulating yourself from the severe weather. You're getting different things like Austin will be one of the cheaper places to get your utilities because electricity is deregulated. All right, number 2 on our pros list is affordability. When it comes to buying a home in Austin, you can actually buy a house on a nice, modest income. So let's say 2 school teachers, for example, that are married can go out and buy a really nice house just on the outside of Austin with a large yard, probably some full-grown trees. Now, keep in mind, whenever you move closer into the center of Austin, homes will be more expensive. So we want to make sure that if you're moving here, you know that there are some great homes, really large homes that you can buy just on the outside of Austin that are really affordable.
Hi guys, please like or dislike this video. Hey Chloe.
The other thing to consider is making sure
Chloe, please help support our show. Cash App,
$,
$ChocolateSugi.
$.
We do eating shows
Now, a lot of the
and
inner city
beauty,
neighborhoods have seen a surge of development.
cooking, and more,
Putting
Bubba.
money to build these places
Bubba,
up, and
I
they
just
become
talked to you like I'm
some
talking
of
to a
your
little
parts of
boy.
Austin, but you just have to keep in mind that those places will be more expensive. Now,
A little
selecting a
kid.
neighborhood where you want to actually live, you want to keep a couple things in mind. You want to keep in mind commute times, what's around you and what's being built around you in the near future. If it's a HEB where you're going to do your grocery shopping, if it's a mall, and of course, if there's flooding, if it's a rural area, just make sure you talk to us, your real estate agents, or your title company to find out if there's flooding in that area. Keep those things in mind. I think you'll be able to make a good decision. Now, number 3 on our pros list is going to be the job market. We have tons of jobs available for people that are in the restaurant industry. Obviously, whenever some
Hey guys,
is growing like crazy,
have you been
Austin,
enjoying
you're
our
gonna have
strawberry
a lot of
honey
people
bun
that are in the
mukbangs?
restaurant industry that will come to Austin to get those jobs. You have companies like Tesla, you have companies like Apple, you have companies like Google, and a ton of tech startups that are here in Austin now. Now, because Austin is an older city and we like to keep things weird, you will see that there's a blurred line between what is a residential property and what is a business. Now, years ago, some of these law offices and dentist offices moved into these older homes because there was not zoning laws back then that allowed them to open their businesses into these residential homes. So just keep that in mind as you're moving. You may see a law office or a dentist office right next to a residential home. Now, when it comes to the job market, something that I find really interesting is how often will you go to a bar in a city, specifically Austin, you're going to find a doctor, engineer, a nurse, a construction worker, a janitor, all sitting at the bar having a conversation because of all the live music that happens in Austin and the scene that happens in downtown Austin. There's a large convergence
So
of
I'm thinking
different
about
people
being a
that are
mailman.
diverse backgrounds that come together, listen to live
Thinking
music,
about
enjoy a nice beverage, and it's just a really
doing some
cool scene to be a
applications
part
to
of.
get
Now,
in a
number
position
4
where I
on
can
our
be a
pros list, I think is going
mailman.
to be a lot of people's
I like
favorite,
the
is going
idea
to be
of
food.
paid
Now, although we are known
holidays,
for our
and
barbecue
I like the idea of
and our
doing
Tex-Mex,
exercise for
Austin
work,
is
work
known for a
every
lot
day.
more than just those two
I've
things.
always
I mean,
liked the
honestly,
idea of
why
being
do
a
you think
mailman.
there's Guy Fieri, if I said that correctly, and other TV hosts that host food shows that come to Austin so often, right? It's because it is such an eclectic place to be, and there's such great food for foodies to come and try out and put online and put wherever they're going to put them because the food scene is so awesome. Now, there are a lot of dishes that are unique to Austin that you'll only find in Austin. The other thing is, I think you could eat at a different restaurant.
What's up,
probably
Eagles
1 or 2
gang?
times a
It's
day
been a minute. You know what? I was
year
thinking about
without
you
actually
yesterday.
eating
Have
at
you
the
made
same
any
place,
ratatouille lately?
or even eating the same
Eagles
food. Now, when
gangs
it comes to
from
food, I mean, you
France. We got
your
our
classic
French
American
family
food,
in the
you get you a
house.
hamburger, a steak with a fried steak specifically with gravy on it. You can have Thai,
Am I
you
right?
can have
Maybe that's
vegan,
edits.
you
I
can
think it's
have
edits. That's the.
Asian, you
It's
can
French.
have
Am I
so
right, Eagles
many
gang? Are
different
you the
diverse foods
Frenchie?
that you can come and try in Austin. And I
Are
think
you
the
my
list just goes
Frenchman?
on and on and on. And I think I could
Foodie,
talk
my
about food all
Frenchman
day long
foodie.
if you can't tell. And the final thing on our pros list is things to do. If you like sports, if you like going outdoors, if you like being on the water, you just will never run out of things to do. If you're a fan of soccer, there's the new Austin FC.
Thanks for
Blown
Thanks for hitting the like button,
on the
guys.
scene when it comes to the soccer world. And then there's also the Austin Spurs, which is a staple for Austin people who love basketball. Now, beyond that, obviously, the University of Texas is one of the central parts and hearts of Austin. There are the University of Texas, and a lot of people that come from around different states and also internationally to come to the University of Texas in order to get their degrees from Austin and the University of Texas specifically. Those of you who are coming to Austin and looking for things to do, and you're probably going to college, there are several other colleges that are within the city limits that you might want to consider, such as St. Edward's, and I believe there is the Huston-Tilson University that are all within the city limits of Austin. Now, some other things that you can do in Austin is you can actually go to different museums, you can go to different theaters and listen to live music, and if I haven't mentioned previously, or if I did, I'm going to mention it again, the food scene combined with the music scene is just something that I think you have to experience whenever you come here. All right, guys, there you have your pros and cons list for Austin, Texas. If this is a place that you're considering moving to, we're going to pop up our contact information here. If you have any questions about living in Austin, eating in Austin, neighborhoods, anything like that, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you reach out to us. Our job is to make sure your move to Austin is a lot easier, and we love doing this type of content to make sure we educate people that are getting ready to move here, both on the pros and cons. With that being said, again, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.
So you're thinking about moving to Austin, Texas in 2025, 2026, whatever year you're watching this video, and you're wondering what are the great and not so great things about Austin. Maybe you heard about the no state you
That's
heard
a
about the
very
not so
cool
great
breeze.
things,
We're in the front of
the
it
high
creek
cost
right
of living that
now.
we have here. In today's video, we're
I
gonna
don't
break
know if you
down
like to
all
see our
that with
frontward
the top
facing
5
view.
pros and cons of what it's like to live here in Austin, Texas. And make sure you stick to the very end because I'm gonna have my wife share her top pro and con of living here in Austin as a foreigner that came to the US back like 7 years ago, which I'm sure that some of you watching is gonna be able to relate to that. So without further ado, let's jump into our first pro. So for pro number 1, I'm also gonna show y'all this very famous bridge, the South Congress Bridge. If y'all ever get a chance to visit Austin, this is where our yearly bat migration happens at. Now, me personally, I've never seen them under this bridge. I'm not really that interested in seeing these bats, the rats with wings fly out. I can even hear it right now. But yeah, if you're interested, this is where that spot is at, the South Congress Bridge. But anyways, that first pro is gonna be no state income tax. Now, that is very big because having no state income tax is going to have your dollar go so much further here versus anywhere else. Matter of fact, we are 1 out of 9 states in the US that has no state income tax. That is a huge benefit here. Now, aside from that, I also want to touch on some prices here. So, one of the pros about Austin or Texas in general is that you're gonna have lower costs of living than other states and cities. Now, Austin, maybe not so much versus like your San Antonio and Houston, but in terms of like, let's talk about gas, right? Believe it or not, in 2025, much further here versus anywhere else. Matter of fact, we are 1 out of 9 states in the US that has no state income tax. That is a huge benefit here. Now, aside from that, I also want to touch on some prices here. So, one of the pros about Austin or Texas in general is that you're going to have lower cost of living than other states and cities. Now, Austin, maybe not so much versus like your San Antonio and Houston, but in terms of like, let's talk about gas, right? Believe it or not, in 2025, the other day, I actually saw a gas station selling their gas for $2.33 a gallon. That is the cheapest that I've seen gas in a while here, and immediately I had to fill my car up. But that's just to show you, what the prices really look like down here. So no state income tax, we relatively have lower cost of living versus other places. And we'll get into the cost of living on the con side because we definitely have some cons in that area. But in terms of like
Ooh,
the
it's so
general
cold.
consensus, your dollar is definitely gonna go further here than a lot of different areas.
Yeah, I gotta
Remember,
go.
we're 1
It was
of 9
nice
states
for
in
while
the
it
entire
lasted, I should
US
say.
that has no state income tax. Now, of course, making money and saving money is huge here, but let's talk a little bit more about the employment and job opportunities here in Austin. At our next location at the Oracle Lake, I'll catch you there. Pro number 2 of living here in Austin, Texas is going to be the employment opportunities. Now, I am standing in front of Oracle, which is one of many tech companies here in Austin. Companies like Samsung, Dell, Apple, Google, Tesla, SpaceX, X, the list goes on and on and on. We have a lot of tech jobs here in Austin, but not only just tech jobs.
Okay,
we are
yeah, I
also
gotta go.
looking
It's
for
so cold.
opportunities in other industries like construction, retail, restaurants. The list goes on and on and on. So not only do we have W-2 opportunities, we also have plentiful entrepreneurship opportunities. This is a city full of entrepreneurs, so if you have that entrepreneurial spirit, this city is going to be for you. So this is the reason why people are flocking in bunches down here to Austin, Texas. I even had neighbors in Montana.
Sorry, it was just so cold. I wanted to unalive myself, guys.
California, in New York, and they lived here in Austin because the cost of living was so much lower compared to these places. Now, work opportunities are really
That's how cool it
Let's go to the next spot to explore the culture a little bit more. Catch you there. Austin, Texas is going to be the vibrant culture that we have built here in the city. You may have heard the slogan, keep Austin here. Austin is a very artistic city. I mean, this is a very famous mural. Just alone in this video, I had 2 groups of people wanting to take pictures of this mural, just to show you guys how famous this mural is. But we have art just like this.
Hey, foodies, please hit that like button. There. It's a lot less cool. It's a lot less cool.
And we have other festivals like South by Southwest. I haven't been there yet either, which is crazy. I will go one day. And aside from the music and the art, we
Please hit that like button or the dislike button, foodies. It really helps this show for the algorithm. Does anybody know anything about moving to Austin, Texas, or much about Texas? Because I've lived in Florida, and for personal reasons, that wasn't a good space for me to move. But I definitely enjoyed the experience, and it was amazing in many ways.
This is what we're about. There are many veteran benefits, but I'm just going to talk about the more important ones. So first of all, VA access. We have a large VA hospital here in Austin, located actually
I
right
actually have
across
to
the
like tie my
airport.
shoes, so one
And if you
second.
live too far north, so like more so in the Cleveland
I'm gonna set you guys
up
up.
there. And if you're too far down south, like in the San Marcos area, and you find that the drive up to the Austin VA complex is a little bit too far, we have a large facility down in New Braunfels. So we have easy VA access, probably about 30 to 40 minutes away from wherever you're going to choose to live, the furthest away, right? So the other benefit to be aware of is going to be vehicle registration. I know in other states that is a little costly to register your vehicle. Over here in Texas, I think it's very inexpensive, but that is a cost that you have to renew on an annual basis. However, if you are a veteran, you are able to register one free vehicle per household per veteran. So if you and your wife or you and your husband are veterans, you get to register 2 vehicles in your household for free. That is an amazing benefit to have because it will save you thousands of dollars in the long run. And it's just one additional cost that you don't have to worry about. Another benefit to be aware of is going to be the DV plates. And the DV plates is going to grant you access to tollways for free. Now, we don't have access to 100% of all the toll roads here in Texas or here in Austin at least.
Hey, thanks for the likes,
We have
guys.
access to the main ones. So we have access to parts of Tollway 130. We have access all the way on Tollway 290 and parts of 183, which are the 3 major tollways here in Austin. Having DV plates is going to save
Yeah, that wind is lethal right now. It's still very whiplashy, but happy it's still a nice sunny day, you know? Why not?
Now, I learned about this maybe 3 years after I moved here.
Very pleased any day there's a Sunday, excuse me. So I wanted to talk more about the move to Texas. The whole idea is to move somewhere and to restart life in a way, or to, yeah, I would definitely say to restart life and to begin again, saying the same thing over and over again. I would say it's a very personal matter, of course, as moving is for everybody and anybody, but I really want to experience something where I'm not going anywhere because of negative reasons. Like when I moved back to Florida this last year, I knew I shouldn't have. I knew there was a lot of negative things that had gone there that may trigger me, that had gone on there that may trigger me. And I just didn't leave room for other things because I wanted to make better memories there. And I shouldn't have gambled because there was a high potential that, you know, the triggers were going to be a lot. And I should have given me some space between Miami. I didn't consider that. And hi, 67 is King. Welcome back to the show. And I want to move somewhere where it's not like going somewhere because of any negative reason, but just because it would be a nice place to be financially, tax-wise, things along that matter. Which that's a broad thing. I need help. How do you tell my family? How do I tell my family I had my first kiss today? Well, 67 is King. The whole thing is you don't tell your family you had your first kiss today. That's the thing. Sorry.
There's even some neighborhoods with up to 17 miles worth of trails. Like I said, you'll always
But
see people
we're
out here
studying in the
running
most
around, walking their
simple
dogs,
ways.
things of
We're
that nature.
going to listen
Even
to
in the
YouTube
waters
videos
here,
of people who
like
live in
Lady Bird
Austin,
Lake, you will
Texas,
see people
and go
kayaking,
from there.
canoeing, paddleboarding, swimming. You'll see people actually in the water enjoying their day. Now, Lake Travis, you'll see more of your water sports, so you'll see more boats, more jet skis, things of
We're
that
going to be
nature.
doing a lot
But
more
Austin, again, is so
studying streams.
outdoor-centric,
I was often
and I'm
afraid to do
always finding
shows
new
like
places
this,
to go.
but
For example,
I'm
the spot
realizing
that I'm
that
in right
there's
now
nothing to be afraid
is a
of.
brand new spot. I've never been here before. It's a brand new for
I don't
me.
know, I just thought
Other
you guys
spots
would
that
hate
I
it.
frequent would be Zilker Park, which currently they are hosting ACL, so I'm not able to show you guys what that looks like. Barton Springs is going to be another one where they have a free public pool out there at Barton Springs Pool, and much more, by the way. And we have two lakes here, Lake Travis and Lady Bird Lake. This is Lady Bird Lake right here. And like I said, you'll always see people around. You'll always see people outside. It's very walkable in certain places, and you'll always see people on the water and things of that nature. So that is my fifth and final pro of living in Austin. But this right here, I'm going to jump right into con number one of living here in Austin, Texas, and that's going to be the weather. So the reason why I switched from
Do you guys have any tips for moving for me? Any pro tips? Of course, we're just going to talk financially, so working on getting a job right now so I can move within my first
depending on where you're at, where you're watching this at. I know that sounds insane. We are experiencing a bit
couple
of
of checks because I really want to move and get my own crib down in Texas.
In terms of like Austin weather, this is actually the coolest summer that I've experienced in the 4 to 5 years that I've lived here, which is insane to say because last summer was the hottest summer on record and the hottest summer that I've ever experienced in any place, where we had about 40 plus days of 100-degree weather. This year has been a little bit more wetter, a little bit more cooler. Actually, we had heavy rains this year, but the weather is surprising to me when I first moved here. We have a hail season, and that usually takes place around, like it really gets bad around March to May, and it could get into June. We didn't really experience too much hail this year, but we do experience hail. When I first moved here, I noticed all the hail shops, all the hail repair shops along the I-35 corridor.
Please, Cash App. Oh no, that's not the right Cash App. Hi, Fred Bear. Could you put our Cash App in the description?
But you would see a lot of cars dinged up with hail damage. So
our Cash App is $ChocolateSugi.
The other thing to be aware of is that because it gets so hot here, we do have water shortages. Like I said, this year has been one of the wetter years that we've experienced in terms of rain. But the year before that, last year, we had water shortages to the point where you can't water your lawn. You can only water your lawn once a week depending on where you're at. You have to conserve your water, which I guess be very concerning, if Austin has a water shortage because the weather
What's
is so
good,
extreme
guys?
out here. You do have to
Thank
keep
you
in
for
mind
putting the
that
Cash
we're
App in
gonna
the
be
chat,
living
Fred.
basically pretty much
You are the bomb.
Now, builders are getting smart. They are building homes.
You're the guy.
with
You're
that
that
in mind,
dude.
so they are building homes
Hey, Fred, have
that
you been
are
enjoying
pretty
our
energy
strawberry
efficient.
honey bun
Especially
mukbang?
those big windows that Perry Homes has.
Have you been
They are
enjoying
very
our
energy
strawberry
efficient.
honey
That
bun
way your
reviews?
AC bill's not
We have been eating them
$1,000
quite
a month.
often.
If
I have
anything,
been,
I would say maybe as
I
high as
swear,
up to
every time I
20%,
eat them, I
depending
enjoy them more.
how big of a house you
That
live in,
is like,
how much of the
sometimes
AC
you
you're
eat something and
actually
you're like,
running
oh,
all
I'm
day,
not gonna
so
like
on
it
and
this
so
time. At
forth.
least
But
me, I do.
our AC
No,
bill
I like it even
personally,
more
I don't
every
think has ever
time.
surpassed 180, and we run AC pretty much 24/7. Now, the last
You
thing I
said
wanted
yes,
to be aware of is
especially.
that you are
Please like or
sensitive
dislike this video,
type of
guys.
person, and when I mean sensitive, I'm not talking about feelings. I'm just talking about more so your allergies. Austin will really affect you probably for the first year and a half that you live here. I don't consider myself sensitive in that matter, but my allergies have, I remember my allergies being pretty bad when I first got here, but I also remember that the pollen where we were staying at San Marcos was also really bad to the point where everybody's cars had this green film on them, and that was just purely pollen. So if you are somebody with allergies, just know that you will probably experience some sort of major allergies here in Austin, especially if you're not used to this dry heat type of weather. And while the weather is a huge downside to others, let's talk about the next con, which is going to be traffic. Con number 2 of living here in Austin, Texas is going to be the traffic and the crowds. So there is no surprise about that because we are a big ass city.
Hey, mods.
There is a caveat
I was
to that,
curious.
and that is that we outgrew
Should we start doing
so I'm not gonna sit
longer
here and pretend that
streams?
we are not in the process
Do you guys like these streams where we're doing a couple hours at a time? What's up, Star? Let's work on getting our goal of 1 super chat, guys.
South Congress, thankfully there's no crowds at all, but on the weekends, this place is almost unwalkable. Same as a lot of touristic spots. Like, you know, touristic spots are always going to be like that no matter what, no matter where you go. But the infrastructure here is lacking, especially on a 35 corridor. I mean, we are in the process of adding lanes and overpasses. OPAC is in the process of adding a toll road. So we are in the process. We are trying to be proactive, but we should have been more proactive before the big boom happened. But then again, hindsight is 2020. So that's a big con for me, is the crowd and also the infrastructure is a little bit lacking, especially.
Hey, Star, please hit that like button.
Specifically on the east side of 35.
When you like and subscribe, please comment I liked and I subscribed.
Even some parts of we're going to talk about the next con, which is the driving culture. This con number 3. It seems like drivers in Texas, it doesn't matter where you go, right? I've lived in different states before, visited many states, many countries, and I always hear the term that people can't drive this shit here, right? You can't drive here. Now, I'm going to extend that same courtesy, even if, you know, a lot of people just can't drive here, right? I don't think it's as worse as some places are. Even some places in Texas. I think, actually, in the big 4 cities here in Texas, I think that we have the best drivers out of them.
He said Texas has the best drivers. Is that a thing?
The driving culture here, I would say, first of all, we have one of the fastest miles per hour road in Missouri. That speed limit is about 80 to 85 miles per hour.
I feel like I should just get a water. I'm so thirsty. Already got a juice. Bottle after bottle after bottle in this. You're on the bus. That's what's up, Nick. Stay safe out there. Get home safe. Hey, have you been enjoying our barbecue mukbang, broski? Hey. Thank you, sweetie. You have a good one. You too. Ba, ba, ba.
Of living here in Austin, Texas is going to be the high cost of living. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we are one of the cheapest cities in America, because the truth is that we're not. We're also not the most expensive city in America. I do find us kind of towards on the higher end than I do on the lower end, though. We're not talking about the cost of living. I'm talking about
very interesting tasting water.
So within the city limits of Austin,
very interesting tasting water.
$555,000 versus a national average of about $380,000, $390,000. Now, I'm not saying that you're unable to.
Earn more revenue, attract more clients, and grow your business with My Parties all-in-one software.
I feel like I'm across the street anyway, so might as well do it now.
Beauty businesses thrive. Let's get you where you want to go.
Please hit that like button. Like or dislike the show. Okay, back to studying. Oh, gang! That's what Glorilla, this rapper, would say.
Cost of living, I'm talking about specifically real estate. So within the city limits of Austin, we're looking at an average price point of about $555,000 versus a national average of about $380,000, $390,000. Now, I'm not saying that you're unable to find a house for less than that in Austin, especially on the outskirts of Austin. But that's just like the average price point, right, in the inner city. In terms of property taxes, we are definitely on the higher end. This is one of the famous murals here in South Congress, too, the I Love You So Much one. But we are definitely on the higher end in terms of property taxes, where we're at 1.6% versus the national average of about 0.90%. That is almost double of what the national average is. So it definitely costs a little bit more money to hold on to property here in Austin than it does in other cities. Granted, we do have the outskirts to where your dollar is going to go further, but either way, we do have a little bit of a higher cost of living. That is definitely a big con to be mindful of. Another thing to consider is going to be our rent. The average rent here in Austin is about $1,800 versus the national average sitting at $1,400. So our cost of living is definitely higher, especially compared to a lot of other states and cities. But like I said before, we are definitely not the most expensive city to live in. Now let's talk about the last con. All right, so my fifth and final con of living here in Austin, Texas is going to be the food quality. So I know it was a pro. One of my pros was the fact that we have over 1,500 food trucks and that we have such a diverse food scene. But on the opposite hand, I'm also going to argue that our food scene isn't diverse enough, especially for the size of the city we have and the type of culture that we have in the city. So let me explain. I am comparing our food culture to Houston and to Dallas. San Antonio doesn't count because I think they're way worse than we are. If you disagree, let me know down below. I believe that Austin should be on par with both Houston and Dallas in terms of food quality and diversity. I am a big fan of Chinatowns. I believe that Chinatowns usually has the best food spots in a big city. And Austin's we do have a Chinatown, right? It's not the traditional Chinatown that you would see in other big cities, but we do have one, and it just kind of lacks. It doesn't have that punch that other Chinatowns does have. Now, I'm not saying that our Chinatown is bad by any means. I'm just saying that I wish that we had better diversity. You know, I love Houston's Chinatown. You know, if
we really gotta go.
Houston, I love their Chinatown. Same thing as Dallas. I like Dallas more than I like Houston, but I love
we're at
Dallas
6.0 cent.
Here, on the other hand, it's just kind of meh. You know, I think I'm just grasping at straws here, but it is definitely a con. You know, I just wish that Austin had better food variations. I wish that the food was a little bit more cheaper here, and I just wish we had a little bit more diversity, and I wish that we had a better Chinatown. But again, I'm grasping at straws. So why don't y'all let me know down below if I missed any pros or cons. Leave me your con of living here in Austin down below. And if you are thinking about relocating to Austin, make sure you reach out to me and my team. I'm going to leave that QR code on the screen and also leave the link down below in the description. Now don't go anywhere because my wife is going to share a bonus pro and con of what it's like to live here in Austin, Texas as a foreigner. That's insane. I can't see your screen.
Hey, Alemano, Alemanzo, how art thou? How art thou, Alama? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Shoot. How you is? How is you?
Hold on just a second. Don't pack your bags just yet, because there's some things people aren't telling you, like why buildings like this have been sitting vacant for years, unless you're ready to spend a lot of time right here in your car. Do not move to Austin, unless you're okay with constant growth, construction, and that old school Austin vibe slowly disappearing. And unless you can handle the weird weather, and I mean, we're not just talking about the heat. So if you want the real deal, then
Okay, we're learning about moving to Austin, Texas. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. I appreciate that.
do not move to Austin unless you're okay with a city that's growing fast with constant change and construction. All right, so regardless of what the headlines say, Austin is still booming. Everywhere you turn, there's a new highway going in, there's cranes galore downtown, tons of construction taking place, and these are the signs of a city that is projecting big-time growth. So when you talk about the size of Austin compared to a lot of other cities, the Austin Metro is now the largest U.S. metro, and it was 26th just a few years back. The population's around 2.5 million, and in the 2020 census, it was under 2.
How am I doing? I'm doing amazing, broski.
There's been over 300,000 people that have either moved to Austin, or a lot of that is kids being born. So a lot of people are moving here and then having babies, and that is giving population increase. Now, when you look at the city of Austin, not the whole metro, we're now ranked the 11th largest city in the country, 4th largest in Texas, behind cities like Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas, but ahead of Fort Worth. Now, there's a headline that came out a couple years ago that stated that people are fleeing Travis County. More people are moving out of Travis County than are moving in, which led people to believe that no one's moving to Austin anymore. Now, this is a little bit misleading because Travis County is where the city of Austin is located, but what we noticed was some of the surrounding counties, like especially Williamson, were booming in population. So the issue was affordability in Austin was really a concern. So people were moving to the area, but moving to suburbs up north, especially in Williamson, like Round Rock, Leander.
I hate British Roblox, so how are you?
We saw a big influx due to Kyle, San Marcos, and Dripping Springs. But we gotta keep it real when we're talking about the growth they need to keep leaving Austin. And Austin's known as Silicon Hills. You have Silicon Valley out in Northern California. Silicon Hills is home to some of the biggest tech companies out there, many of which had huge layoffs over the last couple of years. That we can't ignore. Companies like Google, Tesla, Indeed.
You're at Star Park? That's what's up. Where's Star Park at?
Had massive layoffs, which is one of the staples up in the Round Rock area. So here's what you need to understand. This growth is going to mean a lot of construction, a lot of detours, and a very
Sounds like Disney World, like Epcot or something.
Might be wiped clean and replaced by a high-rise condos, office building, pretty much what we're seeing all over downtown. As a matter of fact, I'm going to flash up on the screen right now. This is a photo of the Austin skyline from 2013, the year that I moved here, and look at the difference between what it was then and 12 years later, almost a little over a decade later, what the skyline looks like now. And that
Indiana, kind of where like near where Stranger Things is filmed. I didn't know Stranger Things was filmed in Indiana.
Lady Bird Lake getting some zoning changes. We're probably going to see a mini downtown over in that area as well. And people really do miss the old Austin and a lot of the allure it had. You know, we've seen so many iconic places like Red Gills, Shady Grove, Hutt's Hamburgers, just to name a few, places that could not stay in business anymore because rents got too high. Those were all wiped clean and replaced with either high-rises or new businesses. And the last thing to consider is that when people looked for that in Austin,
Remember me
old school,
on Destiny's song?
Artists, a lot of musicians,
Yeah, what's up, Destiny?
we still have that. It's definitely fizzling, fading because of
How have you been, Baba? Why am I calling you guys Baba? Buddies? How have you been?
Places that are close to Austin, close enough to Austin, but
What's up, Key? Foodies, I want to talk to my mature audience. Who knows much about moving? Need lots of advice. Talk to me, foodies.
an electric car with a Bernie sticker right next to a pickup truck, lifted high, probably with a gun rack on it. That's honestly just Austin in a nutshell. So being in this city could be a culture shock,
or it could be a positive, depending again on where you're coming from. What's cool about Austin is a very accepting city. Remember, it's the capital city of Texas. It's a college town. You put those together, and here's what I love about the city. There's really a great mix of everything depending on what you're looking for. Now, the local vibe is really come as you are, but when you get here, you will notice that a lot of people complain that Austin is full of transplants. It's full of people coming from different states that are trying to change what Austin is. And of course, while that hasn't happened over the years, it's still a great mix for everyone. Now, from a cultural side, the art, the music here, one thing I highly recommend doing is coming to spots like this. The Greetings from Austin sign. You have people visiting in town.
Guess what? I
They're
found
great
out your
spots
dad
to
is a
take some
celebrity. Do you
pictures.
know
This is
who your
on
dad
80th
is?
Street off of
No,
South First
Eddie, who
Street,
is your dad?
78704 zip code. You've
I
got
do want to
I
know.
love you so much sign down on South Congress. Pretty much everywhere you drive, you'll see cool little photo ops. You can take your friends and family. And one last thing that's a little bit more dangerous, but you got to do it at some point. Is
Did you hear about someone timing out for no reason yesterday? Yeah, I heard somebody got timed like out 13 people. What was that about?
City skyline and the Capitol in the back. That's always a winner. And honestly, figuring out if Austin is the right lifestyle fit
Who
for you
was that
just as
someone?
important as the cost or the weather here. That's why we
Because
always
I
tell people,
didn't get a
don't just
name.
look at homes online. If you're serious about moving here, reach out to our team. We love having these conversations, answer your questions, and helping guide you along.
If you guys could just let me know who that person was, that would be awesome.
Alright, moving on to number 3. Don't move to Austin unless you can handle some weird weather. And I'm not just talking about the brutal heat. You probably heard that Austin has some.
Okay, guys, we're at 2%. I'm really hoping I can charge it before our battery dies. I really do. Because I actually want to eat another strawberry honey bun.
Summer back in 2023 when we had no rain and weeks, and I believe it was about 60 plus days of 100 plus degree weather. It was terrible. Well, 2024 was a little bit better. So far in 2025, we've had some decent rain. You just never really know what to get in the summer. Case in point, look at what's going in front of me. I'm going to show you a perfect example. Perfect example.
Hey, Junior. Your dad is Joe Keery? I'm gonna Google him. Those stairs just did me in. Okay. I'm hoping I can charge this before I get on the lives. You were at 1%. You're at 1%. I do remember you, and I just see you commenting on our community post. Isla asks, what is that? Isla asks, what is that? In our community post, and she was referring to our strawberry honey bun, right? Someone named Julian did it? Okay, I will remember that name. Remind me, guys. Can I eat some tacos right now from Taco Queso? Sure, I will if you cash app $ChocolateSugi. I will get those tacos right now. Our Cash App is $ChocolateSugi. Thank you, Junior. We're gonna be eating this and doing our studies. Please hit that like button. It looks so good. Thank you so much, Winter. Please like this video. Oh no. Hey, Ben. Zay, how are you? Yes, it did fall. This is for eating. It is a strawberry honey bun. You can buy them below in our store. I know, little speck. Mm. Our moderator meeting tonight is at 7:30. I'm good, man. Almost off at work next year, man. When I get off, I still doing and get your super chat and just go out and start them. I always love supporting the genuine streamer. Um, Jay, if you come and become our first big super chat, I'll make you a lead moderator, buddy. Thank you, bud. Enjoy your shift. And don't forget to come back. I'll make me mod. If you would like to be a moderator, leave a super chat, a gift, join our membership for $2.99 or $3.99, or you can also cash app $ChocolateSugi. Don't forget our cash app is $ChocolateSugi. Zay, have you texted me yet? Zay, have you sent me a text yet? What am I eating? A strawberry honey bun. Is it that good? Yeah. Hi, Billy. Billy says you better give me a bite this time. Okay, Bills. Thank you for being our 67th like. Here, you can have this flavor. We're also studying right now, foodies. How many snacks do I have? This is Sugi's Chocolate Factory. Our second channel is called Sugi's Chocolate Factory. I'm kind of a candy man over here on YouTube. It's harder to hear me with the headphones. What headphones? What headphones? What headphones? I am not in Mexico or Brazil. I'm in Minneapolis in America. Am I tired? Yeah, I'm about to take a nap right now. Try a blue one. like a group of kids have this room now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Check out our strawberry honey bun mukbang. I love you for watching, foodies. Bye.